What's going on, YouTube? We're going to check out this update on the Heisman race. And if you don't know, I'm a huge Boise State fan. I will say it to the day I die. I think Jeanty deserves the Heisman more than anyone. Travis is doing something special, but I mean, maybe I got a little bit more biased, but I do think that Jeanty deserves it. I think Jeanty is putting up numbers that really can't ignore it. You look at the last couple Heisman winners, and he's got a lot more yards. I get that he's in a Group of 5 school, maybe take off a couple hundred yards, but still, he's in front of all of them. I don't expect anyone here to say Jeanty's going to win. Maybe one, hopefully two. If we can get a whole sweep, that would be crazy. I would love to see all of them say Jeanty deserves it. I would love to see all of them say Jeanty deserves it. Tell you what, right now, I don't expect either of these two to say that Jeanty deserves it. I think that they both like Travis. If Jeanty brings home a Heisman to Boise State, my God. We're going to check this out and see what they say.
All right, guys, a lot of debate out there about who should get the Heisman Trophy. Right now, Travis Hunter and Ashton Jeanty are toward the top, both so unique, right? Where do you guys fall on the debate between the two of them at this point? BJ?
I would take Jeanty, considering what he's doing. I think he, as I've been saying all season long, he is his own best blocker. And he's the engine that makes this Boise State thing run, and I understand the uniqueness of what's happening there in Colorado with Travis Hunter, but Jeanty's my guy.
I follow that, Cav, just because, again, Jeanty is oftentimes doing it on his own.
To be honest,
there's so many broken tackles. I
expected all of them to say, maybe one of them to say Jeanty. I thought all of them were going to say Travis. I thought Travis was running away with this whole thing. To be honest, what I heard from CBS weeks ago was, as long as these players don't lose another game and they continue to put up the numbers that they have been putting up and do with their, win out, that they have a high chance of winning the Heisman. But then I heard people saying that Jeanty basically has to beat Barry's record to win it, and that's kind of out of reach now. I didn't think that anyone would really say Jeanty deserves it. I really didn't. But, I mean, this is already a surprise right off the bat.
The number that he's at, and go back against Oregon, the number one team in the land, he goes for 192 in that game, and they lose 37-34. It gives you an idea of how important he is to the team. Listen, Travis Hunter's a special athlete. He's going to be a star at the next level, and he can go out there, but it isn't as complicated as it looks. I mean, he's playing a lot of plays, but he just goes out there and he covers. I mean, that's what Deion did, and Deion knows exactly how to coach him. That's what he went and told him and sold him when he was getting ready to go to Florida State. So
he's going to stick you in man.
We're going to stick you in man, cat coverage. You got that cat, right? And that doesn't mean he can't play other coverages.
Right.
And then he goes and is a special athlete with a great quarterback that's throwing 50 times a game. Or close to, 50 times.
Makes some great grabs along the way.
He's a special athlete. I just think Jeanty is more important to his team. I'm not sure. The criteria is most outstanding player. It's a toss-up, but I'm going to go with Jeanty.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I think Jeanty deserves that sort of recognition.
Oh! I did not expect this at all. God, I hope the committee just thinks the same way. Dude, if Jeanty brings home a fucking Heisman to Boise State, God, the glaze is going to be crazy.
What Travis Hunter is doing, you can't say there's anything down about that, but I think Jeanty's performance on the field, how valuable he is to his team, and it's just kind of ironic. We've spent all this time talking, and we haven't even mentioned a quarterback.
Right.
Which seems like it's
Cam
always,
Ward is third in the.
Well, Cam Ward or Dylan Gabriel, end of the year could close and have great games and make this all a moot point.
Yeah, Shador being that quarterback that gives you Travis Hunter's numbers to be what they are on offense, he's probably more likely to be the first guy taken in the draft than any of the guys we're talking.
Yeah.
But he's not going to get invited to New York, so there's no competition.
The thing with Shador is that he's showing more elite level passes, like layered passes and throws kind of in tight areas, and he's really good with his eyes where he can direct traffic and then fit these tight windows in. And Cam Ward is relaxed in the pocket, but Shador, he's playing at a higher level, in my opinion. I think that if you're going to go the best quarterbacks right now in the draft, it's going to be Shador, Cam Ward, and then Dylan Gabriel, close third. I think that Cam Ward and Dylan Gabriel both kind of right there in that same point. But the thing with Dylan Gabriel is he's had some questionable games where he's thrown for only 200, and I mean, they've got one of the best, if not the best, receiving core in the nation. I mean, Colorado's just right there with them. They got two really good receiving cores. Cam Ward is throwing. Obviously, he's got Restrepo, but besides that, I don't really know any other Miami wide receivers that are balling out, like to the level that Shador and Dylan Gabriel have. So I think Cam Ward should be second.
With that Shador. But Travis Hunter should, fellas. I've been talking about this all season long. We're seeing something we haven't seen in the modern era. All he does is go cover 81 plays on one side, 81 plays on the other side. It's incredible what he's done. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen for him to be able to do that and be in physical condition to be able to compete at that level. He gave up his first touchdown all season. Everybody's like, oh, he sucks as a DB. Are you kidding me? This dude is unbelievable what he's able to do. And I think a big reason of why this Colorado team has had so much success is because what he's been able to do on both sides of the ball. Just the intake and the prep alone. What he's had to do is worthy of at least being able to go to New York. Now, I'll say this. Ashton Jeanty is going to be a better pro than Travis Hunter. But Travis Hunter's season that he's having is the most outstanding thing I've seen.
You came up with a great stat. You said Ashton Jeanty, if you just took his yards after contact, after the defenders put hands on him, he would still be the top top four.
The fourth
that right there. So
the only person that has more rushing yards than Jeanty after contact is Amarian Hampton. He's beating Caleb Johnson, and Caleb Johnson, I think he's probably the second best running back in the draft, in my opinion. I think that he shows some high level vision, and he can bounce off tackles. That he's a great player, but Jeanty after contact, he's third in the nation for rushing yards. Third in the nation. I mean, what he's averaging 8 yards a carry with 8 men in the box. Name another motherfucker that's ever had a stat like that. I guarantee there's not a single running back that can do that.
And that's if you include him at number one. Then there's still Ashton Jeanty.
And I will push back on who's going to be the better pro. I think Travis Hunter is going to be a remarkable pro athlete.
But I say he's not going to be good.
And I think he'll be drafted before Jeanty.
Ashton Jeanty.
Especially if Jeanty ends up with the Cowboys. He don't want to go to
no, don't go to my Cowboys, homie. Don't go to my Cowboys.
But
no, please go to
even
my
I can see
Cowboys.
that.
Who would rock the road?
Please don't
Who
go
would
to
rock
the
the
Cowboys.
road better?
I
Please.
still would like to throw out there,
That's
though,
all
as
easy.
we're talking Heisman,
Jerry is going to ruin his
that
career.
I still
and
think
it's gonna be
Dylan
terrible.
Gabriel is
That's
sneaking
your
around the
pick.
chicken book. And I think if Indiana plays really well, don't be surprised if Curtis Rourke climbs the charts.
Sleeping on what?
Huh? Sneaking around the chicken coop.
Oh, okay.
Sneaking.
Oh, sneaking.
Oh.
Sleeping in the chicken coop.
Oh.
By the way, Ashton Jeanty is going to be on CBS Sports Network this Saturday night. And in case anyone was wondering, Randy was our picks champ for the week, which is why he's
This
in the
Saturday?
throne.
I'll be there for that.
Has
I should wait for this one, guys. Let me know if you guys got anything that you guys want me to react to or any games you want me to play. Leave a like and comment, and let me know.